Miraboy 133, Wetterling 133. It's also the Valley of Jacksonville 133, and this is a warning for Jacksonville in Florida for a hurricane named Gabrielle, a monster destroyer. Cruel is 59, she's going to be very cruel. And bad equals 7. It is 7 hours since Steamboat Geyser erupted in Wyoming. Exactly 7 hours ago. Exactly 7 hours ago. The time was 51 minutes past midday. 20th of August, 2019. There was quite a few people there who witnessed it, saw it. 7 days, 14 hours, 28 minutes was the interval. It happened 7 hours ago. And right now we've got 15.1 degrees in Canberra. It's going to be 137 in Canberra when the Steamboat Geyser erupts on September 6 in Canberra. It'll be September 5 in Wyoming. And the time in Wyoming will be 9:37 a.m. 1:37 a.m. in Canberra, 16 hours difference. Devil 52. SIX 6 equals 52. Lorenzo 105. Lorenzo, the man. 28 is man. Brat Lorenzo. And his mirror boy, Brat Lorenzo 146. 146. Lorenzo's on the hurricane name list for 2019 in the Atlantic, and that was the name. Martin, he guessed Lorenzo back in 2019, back in 2013, 6 years ago. In 6 years from now, then I can say back in 2019. But I can't say that yet. We're in 2019. Lorenzo. Jesus Christ is 151. Holy Spirit is 151. Prophecy, they say, is a gift of the Holy Spirit. But I'm a gay guy, so, and I'm honest about it. So does that go in my favor, or does that go against me? I mean being honest about the fact that I'm gay. Gabrielle is 54. Gabriel the Archangel. Love is 54. Gabriel is 54. A warning from Gabriel about Gabrielle, the monster that almost has his name. A sign at 1:37 a.m. on September 6, 9:37 a.m. in Wyoming. Wyoming is where the geyser is. The last eruption, 51 minutes past the hour. Angelic equals 51. The word angelic. Oh, and zombie is 70. Kinky is 70. Cain is 23. Angelic Cain. Cain. Hurricane. The angel equals 72. And I already mentioned devil, 52. The 12-year-old devil boys, Daniel and Samuel, in Red Rain by R.L. Stein. And did we see the name Daniel there? Daniel from Florida. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. And then 2 6s are 12. How weird is that? It's not that weird. Yes, it is. It's very weird. So why aren't you saying it's Lorenzo then? Why are you saying Gabriel? If Lorenzo is right here smacking you in the face. Lorenzo 105. Brat Lorenzo. Why aren't you saying it's about Lorenzo? Because Lorenzo's a brat. He's not a destroyer. He's not a killer. He's just a brat. That's why. So yesterday, you see, I don't know what else you want to see. Maybe you don't want to see anything else. Maybe you've seen enough. What is it? 7:56 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. Bad equals 7 and friend equals 56. A bad friend. Mountain Daylight Time. A bad friend. Who is my bad friend? His name is Satan. He's a snake. Oh yeah, the snake boy. He's a bit of a deviant, that one. 7-5, the value of deviant. He's also the value of the boy. The boy is a deviant. He's a snake boy. He's a naughty boy. Snake is 50. He's a python boy. Demonized as evil. Evil is 48. But actually he's very brave. Brave is 48. Rude is 48. He's rude. He's a brat. Of course he's rude. He's a snake boy. 7-5. Deviant. Grotto. He's a grotto boy. But there's a jewel in the lion's mane. The little cub has a secret. Of course, you have to pump it to find it. And speaking of pumping sprinklers and steamboats, well, you know, interesting collection of names there. And I don't know what else you want to see. It's 7:57 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Tuesday, 20th of August 2019. Is that not enough to satisfy you? Of the date? Well, I was talking about the bore. They're drilling a bore at my place. I said they're drilling the bore on the 20th. That's what I was saying. I said today's the day they're drilling the bore. And that was yesterday. Tuesday. Steam is 58. The steamboat is it ejects hot water and then it ejects steam. The steam is like the pure, transformed hot water of the brat. A magical transformation has happened. Because the brat, for some reason, said, I want to do some penance. Maybe because he's kinky. I don't know why. Maybe because he's trying to impress Gabrielle. Maybe that's why. And that's probably why, actually. And then steam, 58. Give me steam. And how you feel can make it real. Real as anything you've seen. So Friday, Penance Day, the 6th of September. Feel the sting and then you'll see the steam. And it'll come as a warning. The bad boy will come and it will be a warning for Jacksonville in Florida. Look out for the bitch. Her name is Gabrielle and she's not what she seems. She's put herself up as God, but she's not God. She's quite the opposite. She's a ruthless, brutal, cruel dictator. And Gabrielle is sending a warning. A warning about the hurricane. Gabrielle is a monster. So 11:59. 11:59. Cruel is 59. Dragon is 59. But who is the dragon? Slave is 59. Nathan David Breeze is 1:59. The time is 11:59. The time is midday. It's the time steamboat erupted. 7 hours and 8 minutes ago. 78. The year Jake was born. Bad equals 7. 7 minutes since the Old Faithful erupted. The Old Faithful. You can depend on it. Unlike steamboat. Enigmatic. Mysterious steamboat. 7 hours and 8 minutes ago. The year of Jake's birth. 78. It went off at 12:51. That was the time. 51, angelic, demon. Angelic, demon, Jesus Christ, 151. And then horny is 80. Horny. Horny, 37 minutes past the hour. He gets horny, and then what? He gets a spanking. And then what? He gives steam. Oh, Steam. Yes, steam. I see. And the steam is what? Well, it's steam. It's steam. Steam is steam. Oh, okay. So, yesterday I said stuff. I was talking about stuff yesterday. Holy Spirit. Prophecy is a gift of the Holy Spirit. And I know any psychiatrist listening to me right now is going to say this guy's crazy. Put him on medication. We need to medicate him. Because some psychiatrists, not any psychiatrist would say that. They wouldn't all say that. But most psychiatrists in Australia would say that in 2019. Especially, dare I say, government psychiatrists. People who work for the government. Because I've encountered them. And they struck me as being control freaks. Total, complete control freaks. Who really like medicating the crap out of people. And, well, if that's their thing, well, this guy's crazy because he's talking about angels. Well, why have we got a Christian as Prime Minister? And why is half the cabinet of the Australian government made up of Christians? Because if you're going to medicate me for talking about angels, maybe you should be medicating our leaders as well, just to be fair. You know what I mean? Just to be fair, if being spiritual is being crazy, then I think you need to apply your thought processes equally and fairly. And don't just pick on the poor people who are saying things that may not gel with your line of thinking 100%, especially if you're a control freak. Like Gabrielle. She's a total control freak. She's what they call a bitch. Two-faced, deceptive. Not at all what she seems. An absolute bitch. And they've packed up the machine because they're finished. They're finished drilling. As you can see, it's done. The job is done. And it's the 21st of August. And a good way to gauge the date, the time, is to look at the trees like the weeping willows, which are just coming out in leaf. In a week from now, they'll be a lot greener than what they are now. So it was actually the 20th and the 21st of August, 2019, when we got our bore drilled. And I made a lot of videos yesterday, which was weird, because Steamboat Giza decided to erupt. It's almost like they struck the water and the steamboat went off in Wyoming. Not quite. But symbolically, yeah. Because Steamboat erupted when? It was early this morning. My time. 51 minutes past 12 PM in Wyoming. So there's a sign coming when? This is the piece of paper I had yesterday. I said the next eruption will be number 64. Well, it's now happened. 64 was 32. It was the 32nd major eruption of 2019 of Steamboat Giza. It has now happened. I said, what about Thursday, I said, with a question mark. Because that was my old prediction from the other day. I changed my mind on that one. I thought, no, I think it's September 5. And I think it is September 5. Thursday the 5th of September. See that? Thursday the 5th of September, a warning sign from Gabrielle about Hurricane Gabrielle. It was weird, it was spooky the other night when I was making my video. See, animals don't like wind, they don't like strong wind. It spooks them. and they start running and getting a bit... Nothing like strong wind. Nothing does. See how dry it's getting here? Drought. Climate change is scary, actually. It's not just a lefty inner city issue, not by any means. So these right-wing conservatives, they are the ones who ought to put a sock in it. Because climate change is really starting to bite in the bush. And it's going to bite in Jacksonville in the form of a hurricane very soon. Gabrielle is no angel. She's a monster. She's going to kill a lot of people, including children, if they don't get out of her way. And this warning is coming from Gabriel, Archangel, the angel of Nathan and Jake. And Yiming Yuan. The next eruption will be number 65. And it will be number 33. Will that be the one on September 5? Don't know. Could be, or it could be the one after that. I'd say it's probably one or the other. I mean, there could be a flurry of eruptions. There could be a flurry of storms. Gabrielle could come sooner than we think. Yesterday I said she's probably a month away, or a month and a half. And then I thought, wait a minute, no, she's probably closer than that. Because September's the peak month of the Atlantic hurricane season, so the storms will start coming. Once they start coming, they'll start coming thick and fast. And Gabrielle might be upon us quickly. Faster than you'd think. And definitely faster than you'd want. Because really you don't want her at all. It's like you don't want a category 5 caning. Yiming Yuan can tell you about that. It's not like an ordinary caning. Category 5 is like horrifying, terrifying, traumatizing. And it can kill you. Potentially. Gabrielle, I think she now has a surname. Byrne. Because last night I dreamed I was at a press conference. And it was the Australian Federal Police. They were having a press conference. And they were saying, wanted murderer Gabrielle Byrne, and they had posters. And it's kind of weird because Byrne, B-Y-R-N-E, Byrne, we used to have a neighbour with that surname. And I've been talking about Daniel and Samuel, the twins in Red Rain by R.L. Stein. Off they go. The big rig, the big drill, is leaving. If that is 314, that's weird. I can't quite read it. The big rig is leaving. Maybe it's going to break the grid. The cows are looking. Wow, they're saying this is a big car. It's the mama. And off it goes. So if you need a bore, you know who to call. And they can come drill for you. come drill a big hole for you. Kind of interesting, a steamboat geyser erupted on the 20th, the same day they drilled us a bore. Drilling for water. Hot water comes out steamboat geyser. 71 degrees. Samuel equals 71. Gabrielle, 71. A reflection of 17. And that's the age Martin is turning. Martin. On September 6th. A reflection on his birthday. Because he's also a boy of Gabrielle. Just like Jake, just like Nathan, just like Yiming, Ewan. So does it go in my favour or does it go against me? Saying I'm gay, being honest, being truthful. Is that a Christian thing or is it not? You don't choose your sexuality. Your sexuality is what it is. Bulb equals 37. Twin bulbs. That's actually the key to the prophecy. There's two of them. Bulb is 37. It's a reflection. That's why there's two of them. A bulb reflected. We can catch up next Thursday at 1 p.m. But it's a reflection. So it's not 1 p.m. It's 1 a.m. And don't forget the bulb, 37. So it's 1:37 a.m. on Martin's birthday. Hey, the sun's gone. I think my lens is a little dirty. Sorry about that. Probably from sticking my camera in the fire. But anyway. Don't be a victim of Gabrielle if you live in Jacksonville. Evacuate. Go to some friend's place or something when you see Gabrielle starting to do things that start to make you think, you know what? This is getting a bit spooky. There's a reason for that. It's because the reflection is true. It's real. Yiming Yuan was a victim of torture in Singapore, and his torturers are going to be reflected in the torturer, the monster, Gabrielle, who now has a surname, Byrne. Gabrielle Byrne. So yeah, we used to have a neighbour with that surname, and he died in a tragic accident. His name was Daniel. Daniel, the name of the twin. In Red Rain, the bad twin is Daniel. Reflections. You see, don't be put off a name just because someone's got that name and they're really bad. Because actually this guy was Danny. He went by Danny. And so is Jake's killer, Danny. I still like the name Danny. It doesn't stop me from liking Danny. Because every name has its turn of being a monster. If a name is on a hurricane name list, it's only a matter of time before it's a monster. I was originally thinking Lorenzo because Martin guessed Lorenzo 6 years ago. His birthday's the 6th. 6 is the devil's number. It's like, well, of course, Lorenzo's going to be a monster in 2019. And then I thought, no, he's a brat. He's a brat, he's a bad boy, just like Yiming Yuan, but he's got a good heart in 2019. He's a prophet. Aha. So he's a good brat. Yes, he's a good brat. He's an angelic demon. So So who's Gabrielle? Oh, well, she's the cold-hearted bitch. I already told you that. She's the murderer. Gabrielle Byrne. Wanted. Murderer. Gabrielle Byrne. That's what it said on the posters in my dream last night. Feel the burn of the rat and cane. Category 5 intensity. Yiming Yuan knows all about Gabrielle Byrne. He's the prophet, because he's already suffered the agony. Light and shadow, God and Satan. Who is good, who is evil? Is it Edmund? Or is it the bitch that wants to kill him on the stone table? You decide.